If you want to know how to achieve this look, stay tuned. Step number 1, start on clean hair. Step number 2, moisturize your hair. Make sure you guys shake your moisturizer up because a lot of oil will come out if you don't. I personally like to coat mine with coconut oil. Step number 3, part your hair from ear to ear. After your hair is parted, put the top section away. After the top section is put away, you can choose a gel of your choice. The Eco Style, sometimes it flakes for me. The Gorilla Snot, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But my favorite gel to use is definitely the Pro Style gel for this hairstyle. Now this brush is my go-to brush. This brush is too soft for me. This brush is too hard, so I'm just gonna use this one. So I'm just brushing my hair down as if I'm going to put it in a downward ponytail, and I'm brushing the edges up. So just so I can make sure they're nice and neat before I apply the gel of my choice. So I'm just gonna take a scoop full of gel and I'm gonna coat my hair with it all over the bottom because I wanna make sure it's nice and neat. I don't want any BDBs in the back, so I'm brushing as I'm applying, like so. And I'm gonna do this motion all the way around. And I'm gonna make sure that I coat my ends as well. After my ends are coated to my desire, I begin brushing it down again in a motion so that I can begin to put it into a ponytail. And putting it into a ponytail is step number 5. I don't just leave the ends of my ponytail hanging, I put them in a bun. So now I'm gonna start with the top and I'm gonna comb it out a little bit because it's been sitting in that ponytail, so it did get a little tangled. And then I'm gonna part the top of my hair. That's step number 6. So you can part it in the middle if you want to the side, a zigzag, whatever. But I'm gonna part mine on the side, like a little L. So right here, I'm just dividing my hair into sections. You could choose either side, there's no particular order, but you just want to be able to work with one side at a time so that it's precise and neat. So the first step to this is wetting your hair again because like I said, it wasn't that ponytail, and it's easier to work with your hair and the gel while it's wet because it just makes the gel smoother, it makes your hair easier to smooth down. So I'm doing it by sections, almost like a perm, you know, apply a little to the root, next one, apply a little to the root, top, apply a little to the root, and then I'm gonna put a little bit on my ends, like I'm coating the ends. And then I'm gonna take a brush and I'm gonna brush it down, like towards the back. I'm gonna make sure I brush through my ends too. So I'm pulling it towards that bun in the back. And then I'm gonna add it to that bun with a rubber band. And I'm gonna make sure none of my hair in the back is hanging out. That was easy. Now it's time to go to the next side. So the reason why I put my hair in 3 different sections is because it makes this hairstyle so much neater. If you were to do it just slicking it back into a ponytail, you would have lumps and ew, like nobody has time for that. I don't. So I'm just repeating the same steps over here. I'm doing it section by section, but this side was really thick, so I had to put the top into a ponytail. And just instead of brushing the ends, I'm just combing through and making sure the gel gets all the way to the ends. And I'm repeating those steps. Right there, I'm just adding a little bit of water to my hands because that section was very dry. And like I said, it's easier to work with your hair when it's wet and when you can apply gel at the same time. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this part was slick hard for me because I have a lot of hair in this section, so I had to move fast to prevent it from lumping up. So I had to end up using that hard brush that I didn't really like. Well, I don't really like it because it kind of hurts, but in the front, it gets it really precise and it makes it look nice and neat. So even though I don't like it, I had to use it. So I'm ending the same way I did in the other two sections, adding it to the back and putting it into a bun. And by the way, you guys might want to wear a shirt that you guys don't care about, especially when using dark gel. In this section, I'm just coating the top because originally the gel was to hold it together, but the last application of gel is just to coat it and to make it shiny and just to make sure it all stays in place. There goes that hard bristle brush again. Ooh, that's a tongue twister. Try saying that 3 times fast. But it's not like it hurts horribly or anything. It just doesn't feel as soft as the other ones. But it keeps my hair nice and neat, and I have a widow's peak in the front. So it keeps everything aligned and it helps me blend it. But I think this is a Goodies brush, but I got it from Walmart, kind of next to the bobby pins. I know all Walmarts are different. But if you guys want it, you can use a softer brush to do the baby hairs or a toothbrush. It's up to y'all, whatever works for you. But I don't really like the baby hairs. I like the big, I guess it is a baby hair, but I like the hair out on the side, and it doesn't have to be perfect. I think it looks better when they're not the same. It looks more natural. So I'm just gonna wind it up with my rat tail comb. And I'm gonna do the other side. And if you don't like it so tight, you can pull it apart after it dries. It's up to y'all. At this part, you can spray it down with some spritz if you have it, but it's not really necessary. I feel like the gel does the job, and this hairstyle should last you about 2.5 weeks. So after you molded your hair, just tie it down with a scarf. I like to use a couple scarves, honestly, because my scarves tend to slip off. So I use this scarf, and I use another scarf, and on top of that, I use a bonnet. But you'll see that soon. My mom thinks it's crazy, but I'd rather wake up with fresh hair than be disappointed in the morning. I don't know if you guys seen that meme with Whoopi Goldberg. It's so funny. I'm gonna have to put it on my Instagram. And to keep your hair for about 2.5 weeks, you're gonna wanna tie it up every night. Now, if you have somewhere to go like a class, you can blow dry it or sit under the dryer, but I'm going to sleep. So now it's the morning and I'm taking my scarf off and it's completely dry. Look how good that looks, you guys. Wow. So the only thing I ended up having to redo in the morning, and I pretty much have to redo every morning, is the coils on the side. And if you decide you don't want them, you can just brush them to the back and put a bobby pin. It's totally up to you guys. So now I'm about to add the fake puff in the back, and that's why I put my hair in a bun, because the fake puff has combs and I don't want it to get caught on my hair. and irritate it and cause breakage. So I'm just sticking the 2 combs on the side of the bun, and then I'm gonna draw or pull the drawstring, wrap it all the way around, and bobby pin it down. Now, as I'm bobby pinning it down, I'm making sure I grab some of the hair from the Afro puff and bobby pinning it to my actual hair that's molded down. That way, it looks like it's my hair and it's attached and it's not wiggling and it's sturdy, and I know it's not gonna fall off if somebody says, "Oh girl, you got some nice hair." It just looks and it feels like it's really mine. So yeah, just making sure it's secure. So in this section, I'm just puffing or pulling at the fake Afro puff because nobody's hair, especially if you're natural, is perfect. So you want to pull a little here, pull a little there, and voila. So if you know me, you know that I love headbands. So I pretty much wear a headband with everything. You just want to be careful while you're putting them on that you're not frizzing up the top of your hair. So just be very careful. And that's another headband I have, another one. And these headbands are no more than like $3 to $5. If you guys want me to do a video on the headbands I have, let me know. I have pretty much a headband for every outfit. I'm obsessed with them, obsessed. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys. Continue to thrive.